I am Mayor Cashenna A Cross from the City of Glenarden. It is my honor to speak to you during your commencement for the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. You have a mission of fostering the leadership of tomorrow and developing through those executive strategic leadership master's course classes that you have so eloquently completed. We are proud of the 10 weeks that you have dedicated to leadership training, to those that are nurturing the growth and those developments. 3 continents you come from. I can't tell you how honored I am to have this opportunity. Let me start by giving you one of the greatest quotes yet that I have read. This quote says, "The task of leadership is not to put greatness into humanity, but to elicit it. For the greatness is already there." That quote was given by John Buchan. I want you to remember that you are already great. You went through 10 weeks of training, but those 10 weeks are just a refinement of what was already there. Your research, your ability to listen to your instructors teach you. As you were taught, you gained the knowledge of tomorrow that you will also give to those that you will meet. Your ethics is something that I ask you to hold dear. Be ethical. Be ready to tell and speak truth to power. Leadership is not about gaining friends and building relationships, but it is about being respected for the knowledge and the expertise that you possess. I'm not asking you to do anything other than just be what God intended you to be. Grow in the hope of tomorrow, because the you that you are today is what tomorrow demands. Be comfortable with who you are ethically. Stand for the values. The system that the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies has given you has refined those value systems that you came to this leadership studies with. I ask that you bring ethics to the forefront. In all things, use your integrity. Honest, striking a fair bargain. With that, I ask you to become great negotiators. Nothing is done without a little bit of pain. I think that anything that is worthy of having at all comes at the birth of great struggle. Childbirth is no different than you birthing the greatness that you have already inside of you. It must come with a challenge. It must come with those tests, which if you will allow me to speak to this one statement, your tests become your testimonies. Let your testimonies speak to those excellence, statements of worthiness and statements of great strain and strife that will come on your journey. For anything worth having is worth working for and waiting for. I am grateful for the opportunity to speak to you today because accountability is key. For you have not gained the excellence of your success to keep it to yourself. You are now held accountable. From 3 continents, you are now globally held accountable. You are accountable to share the message of greatness, to share the message of strength, values, integrity, to share those leadership principles that you were earned so far in those 10 weeks of studies. You must deal with change. On today's forefront of the environment is at risk. Globally, we see climate change and global warming. It's causing so much different types of troubles and strains. Global pandemics, we've all just survived COVID-19. I would ask that you would contend with change with an aspiration of inquisitiveness. Do not look at change with disdainment, for in change, rebirth comes. I speak to you about conflict resolution. Allow not your heart to be troubled when those that don't agree with you present themselves with an abstinence of acceptance of who you are called to be. You were not meant to be in every place, but the places that you were meant to be in, you will find comfort there. It is very key that you pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your intuitions and pay attention to those things that will govern your life, like your values, like your beliefs. You must lead with innovation in your heart. Tomorrow's world demands that we innovate, be better than yesterday by looking at every obstacle or problem and what could we do better? Ask yourself that question. What could this be if we were to do it differently? Allow yourself to explore the possibilities, not just go with the flow. You are now motivated to succeed. I don't have to see you personally to know that you're on fire and ready to take this world by storm. And we have been waiting for just this time to tell you that the best you that you will be is who the world needs today. So be you in all accounts. I want you to be driven for efficiency, and I want you to be driven for productivity. Allow the excellence that is in you to shine at all times. Do not let a light be shined in the darkness, lest the darkness spread itself from the light. You are now the light of leadership. The excellence that is within you shall shine bright in all the corners and the depths of the world where there has been great strife and great challenges. You will solve tomorrow's problems because you are now trained and ready with efficiency and the moral aptitude to get things done. I ask that you continue to build trust in yourself, and respect yourself and respect others. Allow yourself to be held accountable in all things. To handle yourself, you use your head. But remember this, to handle others, use your heart. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt stated that many years ago, and it still rings true today, that as a leader, you are not there to govern our Lord, but you are there to serve. A leader who serves is a leader of greatness. A leader who respects is a leader of greatness. A leader who dies to self without quarrelsome strain is a leader who seeks to see change, great change happen. And we're expecting that of each of you. We know that from the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership and Studies, that you are now joining a ranks of a family that has expanded in your class 3 continents, but across the world. You are not ever alone. Your respect, your challenge today is that you shall bring greatness out of humanity because the greatness is already there. I'm Mayor Cashenna A Cross. It is my motto that we will move the mission forward. Today, it is your charge. Move the mission forward. Thank you.